Have you ever been in a relationship and still felt completely alone, lying beside someone, yet your heart feels miles away, talking, but not being heard, giving love, but not feeling it back? And the scariest part? You start wondering if this is just what love feels like. But let me tell you something today. Love is not supposed to feel lonely. Love is not supposed to drain you. Love is not supposed to make you question your worth. Welcome to Real Love, Real Life, where we talk about relationships, healing, growth, and choosing you. If this message reaches your heart today, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Because every video here is meant to help you heal, grow, and love better. Let's talk. Heart to heart. Some of the loneliest people are in relationships, not single, not abandoned, but emotionally disconnected. You laugh together, take pictures together, post together, but deep down, something feels missing. No deep conversations, no emotional safety, no reassurance, no understanding, just routine and emotional distance. And you start asking yourself, why do I feel alone when I'm not alone? There was a time in my life when I loved deeply, but I was hurting silently. I gave my time, my energy, my loyalty, my heart. I stayed when I felt ignored. I stayed when I felt unseen. I stayed when I felt like I had to shrink myself just to keep the peace. From the outside, it looked like love. But inside, I felt emotionally starved. I was present in the relationship, but absent in myself. And that's when I realized something powerful. You can be committed to someone and still be disconnected from your own happiness. Many people don't feel alone because they're unloved. They feel alone because they're not emotionally met. You feel alone when communication dies, effort becomes one-sided, you stop feeling valued, you're always giving, rarely receiving. You're afraid to express how you truly feel, and slowly, you lose the version of yourself that felt alive, confident, and secure. Love should build you, not break you. Real love isn't just about being together. It's about feeling safe emotionally, being heard without judgment, being appreciated without begging, being supported without conditions. Real love feels peaceful, not confusing, not draining, not lonely. When someone truly loves you, you don't question your place in their life. One day, I made a decision. I stopped asking, why don't they love me right? And started asking, why am I accepting less than I deserve? That moment changed everything. Healing started, growth started, self-love started, and I broke free from the cycle of toxic love. That journey became something bigger than me. It became a message, a lesson, a path for others who feel stuck, confused, or emotionally drained. That's why I created my mini-course, How I Escaped the Cycle of Toxic Love, My Journey to Healing and Freedom. Inside, I share the signs I ignored, the emotional patterns I had to break, how I rebuilt my self-worth, how I learned to choose peace over attachment. The link is in the description if you're ready to start healing too. And listen, if you're going through relationship struggles and you feel like you have no one to talk to, I'm opening one-on-one sessions. You can message me through Instagram. Send me your situation, your story, what you're facing, and I'll respond with advice, guidance, and a personal voice message to help you see clearly and move forward. Links are in the description. You don't have to carry everything alone. You deserve peace, respect, effort, communication, consistency. Love is not pain management. Love is partnership, growth, safety, support. Stop choosing people who only love you when it's convenient. Start choosing people who show up even when it's hard. And most importantly, choose yourself. Because when you choose yourself, everything changes. Make sure you follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and check out my blog. I share relationship truths, healing messages, real-life love lessons, and guidance to help you navigate emotions and relationships. All links are in the description below. On this channel, we are building a real community. Every video, I'll be giving shout-outs to subscribers who like, comment, share, stay active, and watch the videos all the way through. And for my loyal yearly subscribers, I'll be giving a big shout-out and free access to my course because loyalty deserves appreciation. If you've ever loved the wrong person, if you've ever stayed too long, if you've ever felt alone while holding someone's hand, this message was for you. You are not hard to love. You were just loving someone who didn't know how to love you right. Healing is possible. Peace is possible. Real love is possible. And your story isn't over yet. Stay tuned and check out my next video. How to stop loving the wrong people and finally choose you. My true story. Trust me. You don't want to miss it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Welcome to Real Love, Real Life, where love becomes real, healing becomes possible, and your story matters. There's a kind of loneliness people don't talk about, the kind that doesn't come from being single, but from being in a relationship and still feeling unseen, the kind where you laugh together, eat together, sleep beside each other, yet feel emotionally miles apart. Maya knew that loneliness. Not the loud, obvious kind, the quiet kind that creeps in slowly, until one day you realize you don't even recognize yourself anymore. Maya loved hard. She was the type of woman who remembered birthdays, checked in when people were down, stayed up late listening to problems, and gave her heart fully when she loved. When she met Daniel, it felt like peace. He wasn't dramatic. He wasn't loud. He felt safe. Their relationship grew naturally. No chaos, no confusion, just steady love. They built routines, shared responsibilities, planned a future. And for a while, Maya felt secure. But somewhere along the way, things shifted. Not suddenly, not violently, just quietly. Conversations became shorter. Moments of connection became rare. Daniel got busier. Maya got quieter. He wasn't cruel. He wasn't unfaithful. He simply stopped being emotionally present. And Maya stopped expressing herself. She started convincing herself everything was fine. She told herself, relationships change. Love matures. Maybe I'm expecting too much. So she smiled, even when her heart felt heavy. One night, Maya sat beside Daniel on the couch. He was scrolling through his phone. The television was on, but neither of them was really watching. She wanted to talk. She wanted to say, I miss you. I miss us. I feel alone. But the words stayed stuck in her throat because she was afraid. Afraid of sounding needy, afraid of starting an argument, afraid of being dismissed. So she stayed silent, and in that silence, she felt herself fading. Days turned into weeks. Maya became quieter, more distant, more tired, not physically, emotionally. One afternoon, she visited Grandma Ivy. The house smelled like tea and warmth, the same way it always did. Grandma Ivy watched her carefully. You look beautiful, she said gently, but your spirit looks tired. Maya felt her chest tighten. She tried to smile it off, but tears filled her eyes. I feel alone, she whispered. Grandma Ivy didn't interrupt. She just held her hand. After a moment, she spoke softly. Love should feel like home, not like a place you have to survive in. That sentence stayed with Maya. It echoed in her mind long after she left. A few days later, Maya met Tasha. Tasha didn't sugarcoat anything. After listening quietly, she asked, when was the last time you felt like yourself? Maya froze, because she couldn't remember. She had been so focused on keeping the relationship stable. that she stopped checking if she was okay. She had been pouring into someone else while running empty. She had been holding on, even while losing herself. And for the first time, she admitted the truth. She wasn't just lonely in her relationship. She was disconnected from herself. That realization shook her. She started remembering who she used to be. The woman who laughed loudly, who spoke confidently, who dreamed big, who didn't shrink her feelings to keep peace. Where did she go? She hadn't disappeared overnight. She faded slowly, in the name of love. That night, Maya sat alone in silence. No phone, no distractions, just her thoughts, and for the first time in a long time. She listened to her own heart. It was tired, but it was still there, still hoping, still wanting connection, still wanting to feel alive again. And in that moment, Maya made a decision, not to leave, not to blame, but to stop abandoning herself. The next day, she spoke to Daniel. Her voice trembled, but she didn't stay silent. "I feel emotionally distant," she said. "I miss feeling connected. I miss feeling seen." There were pauses. There were tears. There was discomfort. But there was truth. And truth is where healing begins. From that moment on, Maya began choosing herself. She started journaling, going for walks alone, reconnecting with things that made her happy. She stopped pretending everything was fine, stopped shrinking her feelings, stopped carrying everything alone, and slowly, something beautiful happened. She came back to life. Her laughter returned. Her confidence returned. Her voice returned, not because someone else changed first, but because she did. She realized something powerful. You don't lose yourself in one big moment. You lose yourself in the small moments where you stay silent, ignore your feelings, and choose comfort over truth. And you find yourself again, the moment you start listening inward. Moral of the story: love should never require you to abandon yourself. The right love doesn't make you feel invisible. It doesn't silence your voice. It doesn't leave you emotionally starving. Love should feel safe, seen, reciprocated. And the most important love you will ever experience is the love you build with yourself. To anyone who feels alone while in a relationship, you're not weak. You're not dramatic. You're not asking for too much. You're asking for connection, understanding, emotional presence. And those are basic needs, not luxuries. Stop convincing yourself to stay silent just to keep peace. Stop shrinking yourself to maintain a relationship. Choosing yourself is not selfish. It is necessary. Because once you start honoring your feelings, you start attracting relationships that honor you too. Maya's story is not just a story. It's a reflection of so many people quietly hurting, quietly hoping, quietly waiting for things to change. But change doesn't start with someone else. It starts the moment you decide, I matter too. You deserve to feel loved, not tolerated, heard, not ignored, chosen, not convenient. And if you've been feeling alone, maybe it's not a sign to give up on love. Maybe it's a sign to return to yourself, because the day you choose yourself is the day everything begins to change.